Many things for my lady. Shine, shine, bling, bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady. Mercedes Benz for front for my lady. I fi take you around the world. I fi give you many things, my girl. Only you debut my.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victor, and on today's tutorial I'm going to be putting you guys through on how I mix Fireboy's vocals on Ripples, and this is going to be a very great tutorial that is going to be of a help to you and as a producer. So I'll be right back. So alright, as you can see, we have some vocals here, and these are the vocals that we have, and these are the things that we are going to be working on for today as of today's tutorial. And then what we are going to be doing for this class is that let's play the vocals, mix and every plugins on this. Then after this, I'm going to be taking out every plugins that we have on it, and then we are going to be starting it again and see how it goes. So let me play the sound for you so you listen to the vocals, and let's get down.
Many things for my lady. Shine, shine, bling, bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady. Mercedes Benz for front for my lady. I fi take you around the world. I fi give you many things, my girl. Only you debut my mind. Only you the ginger my body.
Alright, so these are the vocal sounds. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel also. And another thing is that I have some kind of program going on Facebook, on my Facebook page. You can also join, and also have some kind of private class that you can also join on, maybe to get more understanding about production, which I am in for that. So right away I'm going to be playing the sound again so that we can just tuck this into our head and before we start. So let's get down.
Many things for my lady. Shine, shine, bling, bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady. Mercedes Benz for front for my lady. I fi take you around the world. I fi give you many things, my girl.
So for now, I'm going to be turning off every plugin that we are using in this vocals, and I'm going to be turning it off so that we can listen to it in a very raw form, so we can start the mixing and every process of the mixing from that aspect. So let's get down.
Many things for my lady. Shine, shine, bling, bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady. Mercedes Benz for front for my lady. I fi take you around the world. I fi give you many things, my girl. Only you debut my mind. Only you the ginger my body.
Alright, so what I did here, this is how the vocals was recorded, very raw with no plugin on it. And so the first thing I like to do is to try to process my vocals, and which I try to add auto-tune, my deplosive, my little compressor, and then some other things that I needed to add. So once I did that, I'm going to be consolidating. So I don't know if I have those consolidated files where I consolidate. Let me check if I still have it. Yeah, I still have it. I haven't deleted it, so I think it's nice for us to go through it. So first of all, I like to add up my auto-tune. This is my auto-tune. I like to add my auto-tune. This is the auto-tune I use, and this is the key, and then it was set to major, so I just set everything and just set my return speed. And then the second thing I like to add is my deplosive plugin. This is from Isotope, and I love to use it, and I added a compressor to it, and this is from Fat Filter. This is not this is me trying to clean up my vocals. That's why I'm not explaining in details about this, so pardon me. This is just me trying to arrange my vocals before mixing. So we are not actually trying to mix this sound yet, so I'm trying to give you the clue on what I do to clean up my vocals. So after that, I like to add a C1 compressor from Wave also. So once I did this, I like to add a Fat Filter gate to remove background noises from my vocals also. I like to do those things. So once I do this, I will just have to consolidate, and once I bounce it, I just bounce it into this one here, and then I bring it up here. So
many things for my lady. Shine. Many things for my lady. Shine, shine, bling, bling things for my lady.
So it's unfortunately like I deleted the vocals I use in bouncing it because of my CPU, but I thank God that I have to keep the process I use in cleaning up the vocals, which are those plugin, and I can still open it for you guys to just check it out. And this is it: the auto tune, the deplosive, and the C2 compressor. And the reason why I decided to use this C2 Pro compressor was because I wanted to tame the volume, because I don't have much time. Like I don't want to spend much time in trying to gain stage and trying to balance up stuff where I know that I can easily just use this to do it. And once I use it doesn't work all time though, but sometimes it works and sometimes it's very very nice for it. So as you can see, the waveform of my vocals, they are all in the equal side and they are all sounding, no one is lower, and everything is just, you know, balanced. That was what that EQ, that C2 compressor did for me. So that's one of the secret I do when I mix. So if you don't know about it, and that was it. So now once I do that and I consolidate, which I mean by when I bounce it into this, what I do next is to add a EQ to it. And I like to turn off my beat when I am mixing. I like to turn on my instrumental and then try to balance it with. So sometimes when you turn off your instrumental, you might just make it's good when you turn off your instrumental also, but just depending of how you listen to it. So guys, get your headset, and if you don't have a headset, you can just get a good monitor headset. If you don't have, also an earpiece can serve you also better, so you can listen to details of everything I am doing, because this tutorial is going to be amazing and it's going to be very very nice. So first thing I have to do is to add up an EQ where I remove the rhombus. As you can see, I drive it all the way to this aspect, about 150 Hz. And then once I do that, I only like to tackle something here, because this vocals is recorded with my microphone, and then, you know, I know what my microphone can do, and I know where the bass sound can comes from. So I decided to like add some kind of dynamic range to this stuff here, and then try to remove some kind of frequency I don't really like, which sounds this way. Sorry. So let's go down. So those sound are somehow some kind of copy sound that I don't really like, and so I like to take them off using the dynamic range. So if you don't know how to create a dynamic range using your EQ Pro, you can just actually pick out a point you wanted to do it. So let me just see. So let me just say that I'm trying to get rid of some kind of bad sound here. So I'm going to like duck it down, and then I'm going to right click and make it dynamic. Once I make it dynamic, I'm going to drag it down. I adjust this to the length I want, and take a listen to it.
So my lady, beside this Benz for front for my lady. I fi take you round the world. I fi give you many things, my girl. Only you they build my mind. Only you they ginger my cause today, my mind.
So that's how I try to add dynamic range to it. So we are going to be mixing the first part, the first verse, and we are going to be lifting some other verse. So once I done, I can just start copying those files into the other ones and try to balance it up. So that's how I do my stuff. So that's all I did with my EQ, and that's how it sounds with the EQ.
Many things for my lady. Shine, bling, bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady. Beside this Benz for front for my lady.
So guys, we are going to be having a class, and then we are going to be starting on this 20th of this month, which is 20th of May. So guys, don't forget, if you're interested in our class, in the private class of mixing, we are only taught about how to mix vocals. That's only what we focus. We are not going to talk about beat making or anything. Only what we are going to be doing is how to mix vocals, any kind of vocals at all. That is what I do, especially on this channel. So if you take a look at some of my tutorials, I just do mixing, because that is what I love, and that is what I want to focus on doing for the meantime, and that's what the information I want to pass out to you guys. So if you're interested, you can just message me on WhatsApp, and you can just get yourself registered and join us in our private class online. So the next thing I decided to add was the virtual mix rack. virtual mix rack, I love to use it, and I like to transform my vocals using this. So first thing I have to do, let's just turn off everything that we have here, and then we are going to be using 4 plugins, 1 2 3 4, and these are the plugins that we are going to use. So first plugin that we are going to use, we can call this Reviver, and I love to use this Reviver. You can just try to search it up here. They have a search button here where you can just type in the name of the plugin you wanted to search, and it's going to come out for you. Just hold it and drag it all the way to this place, and then boom, you have it here. So one thing I like to do, and one thing I like to do with this Reviver, is because it adds some kind of feelings, some kind of analog feelings I like to my vocals. So once I add this, sometimes I just touch it a little bit and not too much of it. I don't like doing it too much, just a little form of it. So that's what I do in this place. So let's give it a play and see.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady.
So as you can see, the Reviver has a lot of feelings that he brought into it. So I'm going to be bypassing it before and after. So let me bypass.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady.
So let me turn it on.
I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz for.
If you have your headset on, you can see the feelings and the coolness of it that he brought into it, which are the things I really like so much about it. So the next thing we are going to be talking about is our custom series, and the reason why I love to add this custom series to my vocal is because it has some kind of bassy fun under my vocals. I really love to do it, because once I add this custom series, it gives my vocal some kind of bassy fun at the bottom of it. This is how I understand it to be. I don't know how you understand yours to be, but this is how I do mine. So what I just have to do, I just have to lift off the high lift a little bit at this place, and the low lift sometimes I like to decrease and sometimes I like to increase. So this time around it was just something about 1.78 that I just did. So that was what I did concerning that. So let's take a listen to how it sounds with it. Let's see.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many things, my girl.
So mixing your vocals is knowing the right plugin that you are going to add. There is no magic going on. It's just like how you mix your vocals. That's how I also mix my vocals. There's no magic going on. Understanding the vocals and know what you are going for is the main goal, and know understanding it. So the next plugin I decided to drag into this is the classic tube, and I love to use this tube very well because it's best and it's cool. I love to use it very well. So what I like to do is to select the kind of microphone I like to use, and most times I like to go for the FG800 for the Fireboy kind of sound, and for Fireboy, so I'd like to use that, and it's very nice, and it worked perfectly. So the intensity is just to like about 100%. That was what I just drag. I didn't do more than that. You can also select other microphone that you want. We have a lot of them here which perform a great sound and a great some kind of unique sound also. So that was what I did. So let's take a listen to it with the microphone. So now what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to emulate microphones, and I'm trying to emulate the FG800. That was what I'm doing.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world.
So you can see the difference the microphone is creating, and then you can see if you have your headset on, you can see the feelings and it's bringing into it, and this is what we call mixing, and this is what we call understanding of your mix. So the next thing that we are going to be talking about, this is my air EQ, and I think I can just call this air EQ. So what I did with this is that I just have to add a little bit of air to it around the 2.57 dB around here, so that to give you that kind of, because Fireboy's sound is somehow very bright and then cool. So I like to try to achieve something that comes out of that. So let's see how it sounds.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many things, my girl. Only you the beauty.
So as a producer and as a mixing engineer, I just observed something about this right now, and then I'm going to be working on it. So after adding the air EQ, I discovered that my vocals becomes very sharp and piercing into the ears, and then there's going to be a too much discomfort for the consumer, for the people who like to listen to their music with headset and earpiece in their ears. They are going to find it difficult to listening to the music with cool calm voice because it's already piercing into the ears. But we are going to be treating that right now. So this is how everything I'm going to be doing with the virtual mix track, and this is how it sounds with it.
Many things for my lady, shine bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady.
Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be adding into this is that I'm going to be adding a Mani EQ, Mani M EQ, and then the reason why I like to use this, I always use this in my vocals when I mix vocals. So the reason why I like to use this is that I have to set this frequency 3 into 5K, and then sometimes I like to bring down my frequency 4 to 12K. I like to bring it down or boost it depending on the kind of vocals I'm mixing, but right up till now I don't know the reason why I have to boost to 12K, but maybe let's go and see the reason why I have to boost to 12K. So I have to increase my high end to about 1.3 here. So I'm complaining of high end and I'm still boosting high end. So I think there's a feeling that this Mani EQ brings into it, and I needed the high end that it boosts into it, so I'm going to put it up to that. So that was what I did at this range. So let's take a listen to it and see how it sounds.
Many things for my lady, shine bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many things, my girl.
So as of this moment now, what I wanted to do next is that I wanted to control my high end, and I wanted to control some kind of bad frequency, some kind of bad sound on these vocals. So this is what I'm going to be doing at this point in time. So I'm going to be adding a MB Pro. This is a multi-band compressor. I don't know if I have to call it a compressor, but what I have to do here, but it's still a compressor, and then it's a dynamic compressor, and this is what I'm going to do. There are some sound here I don't really like, and which sounds goes like this. This sound is not too bad, and I like the feelings of that radio sound that it brings into it, and I really love to, but I don't want to do too much about it because this is the main body of the song, and this is the main mid-range of the vocals, and you don't have to play with the mid-range of vocals that much. So let's see. I have to set my threshold to minus 35.70 dB, and then my range was about -3, my attack was 14%, and my release was 21%. So it sounds this way with it.
Many things for my lady, shine bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady.
So at this range I decided to deal with my harshness and some kind of high end which is so sharp, which I don't too much need that. So I decided to come to this aspect of this vocal. I decided to come to this aspect and set my threshold to about my threshold was about this is -85.6 dB, and then my range was about -1, my attack was 0, and my release was up to 100 because I wanted it to be free. So that was what I did at this range. And as you can see, once I play this, you discover that it's going to be docking down the high end here a little bit to free up some kind of S's up. So let's see how it goes.
Many things for my lady, shine bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many.
So you can see how this goes. It goes down and then it comes up slowly after the vocal stops. It goes down. That's what I was trying to do there also. So guys, still don't forget to subscribe to my channel, drop a comment, and also like this video also. So the next thing I wanted to do right now is I'm adding an EQ to this, and then I am boosting the high end of this EQ again. And as you can see, it's bringing a lot of confusion to you guys now, and I know that what I'm going to be doing right now is I'll show you guys the reason why I have to boost, why I'm trying to control my high end. So I have to boost at this range, at this mid range, a little bit at this one because I have to set my stereo placement into mid, and so I'm only boosting the mid high end. So I'm only boosting the mid high end, so I'm not boosting the side, it's just the mid high end. That's what I just boosted a little bit. So listen to the difference and see.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady.
So without,
do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady.
that's without, and with.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. Do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for.
So it brought some kind of good feelings and some kind of sound, Fireboy's pattern sound into it, and this is very nice. So the next thing that we are going to be talking about is de-essing. I didn't do much with my de-essing. I just have to touch my threshold to about minus 20.6 dB while I listen to the sound, then I de-ess it. So this is what I do.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. Do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. Take you around the world, give you many things, my girl. Only you they build my mind, only you they ginger.
So that was what I did that concerns that. So the next plugin that we are going to be talking about is the GW Mixcentrics. This is a very nice plugin that I like to use because it adds some kind of musical feelings to our sound, and then sometimes I like to go all the way to 2%, and then sometimes I like to go all the way to 8.7. so I feel this is too much and to me because I can listen to some kind of frequency on it. So listen to how I am going to treat this. So let's see how it goes.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. Do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. Take you around the world, give you many things, my girl.
So the intensity, I'm going to be setting the intensity to about 4.1, and this is the aspect I like to keep it, and I think it's good and it sounds very good here. This is the only thing I do with my GW Matrix. So if you don't have, guys, you can just try to have this because it is very important, and it's a very nice plugin. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about right now is our vocal doubler. I love to use this vocal doubler on Fireboy's vocals because it gives a kind of good sounds that I really like, because some kind of good frequency, some kind of flanger stuff, vintage sound. I really love to use this on my sound. So what I do is that I just have to set this a little bit, wide it up a little bit up, and then wide it up a little bit up, and just set it. And as you can see, let's take a listen to how it sound with it and see.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. Do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. Take you around the world, give you many things.
So if you have your headset, you can discover the difference that comes in, and which is what we want, and it's very cool. I didn't do much about this plugin has the free version, and you can also download the free version if you want. It's a very nice plugin. So let's talk about the next thing I have to do. So I have to add my C6 stereo. This is from Wave also, but I'm not going to be talking much about this because this is a very large topic. So let me just say what I did here was to bring this down all the way to minus 80. This is all the way down, and then touch some of my stuff here, and you can copy my setting if you want. And then the mid-range, I did same thing here. I bring it all the way down, and then my low end, I didn't actually do much about that. I just leave it at default and then try to just play and control some kind of dynamic range of this. So let's take a listen to it.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. Do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. Take you around the world.
So the next thing I decided to add was my GW classic stereo. So at this point in time, I wanted to make my vocals to stand out when it's being used in the club or in the party, whereby maybe when the artist is performing, maybe when the artist is performing his sound, I wanted his vocals to stand out and stand to the crowd and very clean and good. So I have to add this GEQ to it, and then I boost the mid-range all the way up this way, and as you can see about 1.5, and I boosted this about 0.2, which is not much, just a little fun of stuff, and then it sounds this way.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many things, my girl.
So that's everything I did concerning the GEQ, and then the next thing I wanted to add is my Valhalla Vintage Reverb, and then this is what I do with the Valhalla Vintage Reverb. I have to set my color to now, and then my mode to smooth plate, and then set my mixing level to whatever I feel like is going to be best for it. So let's give it a try. My decay was about 1.0, and let's see how it goes.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. Things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many things, my girl. Only you they build my mind, only you they ginger my body. Cause today, mama.
Alright, so
many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world.
Alright, so this is what I do with my mix and my pre-delay and my decay. So this is what I did. This is not going to be my main reverb. I'm going to be adding another reverb to it, which I have already, but I'm going to be talking about that in our next class. So we are going to just talk about the process of the vocals and the mixing of the vocals before we can talk about the blending and other stuff we need to do. So after the reverb, I decided to add a CLA vocal stereo. This is from Wave also. So what I needed to do here is the trebles, and then what I did here was just only at this range. It was about little of it. That's what I just add, because I sometimes use this, sometimes I don't use this, sometimes look quack to me, so I just have to just do a little bit of that here. So let's see.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many things, my girl.
So I just use this to just add something little to it, and once I'm done with that little stuff, I just have to leave that place before I turn the vocals into something else. So I have to come to this aspect also and add the last stuff to it, which is my DSR. And what I actually did with this DSR is to still control the essence of my sound after adding those things. And my threshold was about minus 3.4. This is the type I'm using, and then this is the type. This is what I selected, and the frequency, as you can see, you can also copy the setting, and you can also adjust your de-essing threshold depending on your vocals that you have, and so everything sounds this way.
Many things for my lady, shine bling bling things for my lady. I fi do things for my lady, Mercedes Benz forefront for my lady. I fi take you around the world, I fi give you many things, my girl. Only you they build my mind, only you they ginger my body. Cause today, my soul.
Alright, so we are going to be stopping this class here for now, and then we are going to continue the process of these vocals in our next tutorial. So guys, stay tuned and have a blessed day.